You probably love your dog. You might even see them as a true member of your family. But does your dog really see you the same way? Do they understand how deeply we love them? And do they return that feeling? Or am I at risk at any moment with a dog living in my home? How dangerous are dogs, really? We are not talking about barking. We are not talking about tricks. We are talking about whispers, omens, ghostly signals your dog emits long before trust is broken, long before the teeth are shown, signals that a storm is brewing behind those eyes you love so much. Today, we open the door to that darker world. We will teach you to see the ghosts haunting your companion. These are the 5 haunting signs that your dog is deeply uncomfortable and that you are dangerously close to the edge. Ignore them at your own risk. Watch closely. This is the first and most chilling omen because it wears the mask of calm, the silence before the scream, the spectral stillness. Your dog's body, which only moments ago flowed with warmth and motion, turns to stone. Muscles once relaxed, now taut like steel cables beneath the skin. The tail, once wagging, stops abruptly, stiff as iron. The head lowers slightly, ears pinned back as if bracing against an invisible blow. This is not obedience. This is not focus. This is a body screaming in silence, the primal fight-or-flight response flooding every fiber of its being. The brain is drenched in adrenaline and cortisol. The nervous system is on high alert, preparing for impact, where in that moment the threat may be your hand, your face, your very presence. The tragic mistake we make is reading this frozen silence as submission or stubbornness. He's being stubborn, we think. He's calm. I can continue. But you couldn't be more wrong. What you are looking at is a living statue, a biological time bomb. Every second you ignore this spectral stillness, the fuse burns shorter. The dog isn't thinking. He is reacting from the most primal corner of his mind. He is giving you the clearest, most honest opportunity to back away. He is freezing in time, hoping the threat, you, will vanish. If you don't, the spell breaks. And what follows the frozen silence is violent movement. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. In the canine world sometimes, they are a window into pure fear. If the stillness of the body is the physical omen, this next sign is a terrifying glimpse of the panic within. Experts call it the whale eye. You will know it as the moment you stop seeing your pet and glimpse a trapped animal. It happens subtly. The dog turns its head away from what makes it uncomfortable, an attempt to avoid confrontation. But fear keeps the eyes fixed on the threat. And at that angle, a ghostly crescent of white appears. This is not curiosity. This is dread. The tense face, the tightly shut mouth, all signs of a cornered creature, even in the middle of your living room. In that instant, he does not see a loving guardian. He sees a predator. An imminent danger. The whale eye is inner conflict made visible, the desperate urge to flee warring with the need to defend. Ignore it, and you are ignoring the creak of a door in a horror film. You know something waits behind it, and if you keep pushing forward, that door will burst open. This may be the most sinister sign of all, because it hides in plain sight. These are the secret rituals, the silent spells your dog performs to calm the demons in the room, known as calming signals, or as canine expert Turid Rugas described it, the language of peace. But under pressure, these become omens of war. Watch the tongue, a swift flick across the lips, serpent-like when no food is present. Not hunger, a spell, a desperate gesture to soothe itself, to tell the aggressor, I don't want trouble. I am no threat. Then comes the yawn, not the lazy yawn of sleep, but a slow, strained, exaggerated stretch of the jaw, stress spilling out in silence. And what do? We misread it. He must be hungry. He's tired. And we continue, hugging tighter, shouting louder, allowing children to pull ears harder, each ignored lick, each dismissed yawn. With every whisper unheard, the magic of appeasement fails. He tried to negotiate. He tried to speak the language of peace. You did not listen, and when words fail, even silent ones, only actions remain. And the actions of a cornered animal are never gentle. If the other signs were whispers from beyond, this is the voice of the abyss itself. The growl. It is not just a sound, it is a vibration, a seismic tremor born in the chest, traveling through the body, emerging as the clearest warning in the animal kingdom. The voice of wolves long dead speaking through him, the final line in the sand. A growl is not aggression, it is the barrier against aggression, the fire alarm screaming before the flames consume the building, your dog giving you the last, most honest chance to stop, to hear him. And how do we repay this gift, this life-saving warning? We punish it. Don't growl at me, we shout. By doing so, we make the most dangerous mistake of all. We teach the dog not to warn us. We rip the batteries from the smoke detector. A punished growl does not vanish, it festers. The dog learns one terrible lesson. Warnings don't work. Next time there may be no growl, only the bite. Never punish a growl. Respect it, thank it, step away. Because the sound that follows an ignored growl is the sound of skin tearing. The final sign, a desperate act, the silent escape. Before fighting, most animals will try to flee. Feeling the breaking point near, your dog makes one last attempt to end the conflict by leaving, turning its back, walking away, offering its flank in a plea for space. The simplest, clearest appeal, let me go. And what do? We take it as an insult, a challenge. Don't you walk away from me. We block the path, we follow, we corner them. And in that moment, imagine the terror. You try to escape what frightens you, but it chases you, cuts off every exit until flight is stolen from you, and only fight remains. By denying that peaceful escape, you force the hand of instinct. He tried to step back from the edge. You pushed him over it. Stillness, the haunted eye, the appeasement whispers, the growl from the abyss, the silent escape. These are not the marks of a bad dog. They are the desperate communications of a loyal creature pushed to its breaking point by a guardian deaf to its language. The true horror is not the bite, it is the silence before it, the countless warnings ignored. The creature that shares your home is always speaking to you, telling you its fears, its anxieties, its limits. The question is, are you listening, or are you sleepwalking into a disaster of your own making? Look at your dog, look closely, and ask yourself, what whispers have you been ignoring?